Hey, it's your friend Steve. Quick little video. I just went to the mailbox and jury duty. I have jury duty. I don't know if I have jury duty, but I have to like fill out a questionnaire, which is like pre-jury duty, I guess. I've never had jury duty in my life. I don't know if I can. You think anxiety? I feel like anxiety might be a good get out, right? I can't be on jury. What if it's like a life and death shit? What if I get on like that dude who's like been chopping women up and putting them in grocery shopping carts, which is also fucked up. Don't kill people. But then it's also you're like ruining a shopping cart. Ooh, that's not a good take. Don't kill people. I started with that. Don't like isn't it crazy we have a serial killer or we had a serial killer? Killed 4 people? Dude, it's 2021. How is that possible? Like I get back in the 70s, we didn't have any like security cameras and stuff, but it's like how did you get away with 4 people? Killing 4 people. You got away with it. Well, not away with it, but I mean, like, you killed 4 people. Oof. Don't kill people, dude. I mean, like, I feel like we could all agree on that. Don't kill people. But it's like, dude, that's brutal. Like, how do you have, like, how are you just going through life and you're like, they're like, oh, so, Gregory, how are you today? Oh, I'm doing all right, but I'm thinking about murdering girls and putting them in shopping carts. They're like, huh, what? Dude, like your fucked up mind. Ugh. And he's like an hour away from me? Because you're not, if you're a serial killer, you're not going to be able to like be in the area you killed people. Not that he deserves a fair trial, but I kind of everyone um enjoys a fair trial. Um, I don't know. It's crazy though. My mom told me about it. I was at the park the other day and it was getting dark and she texted me and she goes, "Hey, where are you?" And I called her because I really barely talk to my mother. I'm not that great of a son. But so I called her and I was like, "Oh, well, I gotta do my 45 minutes outside for the 75-day challenge." She's like, "Oh, well, why are you outside?" And I was like, "Well, I'm walking outside in the park." And she's like, "Oh, well, that serial killer is around." I was like, "Serial killer? What?" She's like, "Yeah, this guy has been murdering women in hotel rooms and chopping them up." I was like, "Well, first off, I'm not a woman. And then second of all, women get the shitty end of the stick. I mean, most serial killers are shitty men who kill women. Um, like, ooh, that's a horrible thing to think of. Like you're just like going on about your day, and then friggin' you run into Ted Bundy, and then he like chops your head off and has sex with your head while mm, that's horrible. But then it's like, yeah, Ted Bundy's like a good-looking dude. But then you have like Ed Kemper, who looks like me, who's like fuck killing you and fucking having sex with your dead head. Did he do that? I don't remember. Oh, he was fucked up. He like killed his mother and like chopped her head off and like had sex with his. That's not good, dude. How is life like that though? How do you have like feelings like that? It's crazy. Like you're like walking around just a normal dude. Well, Ed Kemper was not normal. I mean, he killed his grandparents and not a normal dude. But like Ted Bundy was relatively normal. So he was like tried to be a lawyer and like he was a social Republican, whatever. Just like going around all day. He was like having normal conversations and like deep down he wanted to be like, "Oh, I want to kill you and chop your head off and have sex with you." Also, dead bodies weird. And I don't like to shame anybody because your kink's your kink. I have kinks. I mean, I definitely am a kinky dude. I don't know if like, kink's the right word, but I mean, everyone has their sexual preferences. But if you want to have sex with dead bodies, it's like, ooh, that's a little much. But then, I mean, there's got to be a girl out there that's like super into like being cold and lifeless, right? It's got to be. There's got to be a yin to the yang. There's no like women have rape fantasies. How crazy is it to have a rape fantasy? Like I get like you like to be over like dominated and all that, but like rape, that's bad. That's a little not to shame you. I mean, but like in your head though. what's going on? Karen, what's going on? You want to have a rape fantasy? I feel dirty. I had a girl that like wanted me to be like super dominating and like choke her out and stuff. But I have like huge hands, and I feel like these hands start going. And it's like you're around a very fragile woman's neck. Not that women have fragile necks. Okay, don't cancel me. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying my hands are like bear claws, and I'm like choking you out, and you want it harder and harder, and then I accidentally kill you. I'm fucked. I'm going to jail and getting raped. Oh, because I'm getting raped day one. This comes in, it's like fucking Christmas for rapists in jail. I'm a cute, cuddly, rapeable boy. Um, yeah, I don't want to be raped. Raping's bad. Raping's bad. Um, I've always tried to take myself out of situations. That's like, even like if I think she doesn't want to have sex, I don't know. It's just bad. Raping is just like, ugh. Like if you rape someone, just kill them. I don't think you should. I think if you go around raping people, just be a murderer too, because you're a piece of shit. Don't. Well, first off, do not rape people. Do not murder people. Do not rape people. And don't put me on jury duty because I have very strong opinions on everything. Or don't. I don't know. What if it's like a traffic situation? Like what did you do? You were speeding. Do they have those? Do they have juries for that? Because if you're speeding, I'm probably gonna be like, whatever, do what you gotta do, boo. Like, if it's not hurting anybody, fuck it. Speed limits are bullshit. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, don't be an idiot. Like that's what we should. Like it sucks that we have to have so many laws or so many rules. Like just don't be a fucking idiot, dude. Just be a good person, and let's try to like live our lives. Because speed limits, in Europe they're going like 109 miles per hour, whatever, and they seem to be doing all right. Except for those two world wars they started. Other than that, pretty good. Um, yeah, I don't want to fucking do jury duty. That's bad. Oh no. Um, yeah, don't rape people too. Don't kill people. Don't rape people. I don't. I mean, like, I saw a midget one time, and I'm sorry if that's not the correct term. I do apologize. I don't like little person, like little people. That's worse to me. Um, sorry. Um, I don't. So it's like little people. Not a fan. So anyway, I saw a midget, and she was very cute. And she had a trench coat on. And then for a week, I thought maybe I'm into midgets, so I started watching midget porn, and it really, really, no, I couldn't do it. It's the hands. I don't like tiny hands. Like I do like tiny hands because it makes your penis look huge. But a normal woman with tiny hands, I'm into. But if you're like everything's tiny and you have a normal size head, it's got to be a no for me, dog. Then I mean, like for me, I'm 6'8", so like a woman that's like 5'1" is perfect. Like plus, like smaller girls love me. Smaller women, sorry, smaller women love me. I don't think I've ever had a girlfriend that was. I only had like two girlfriends, but anyway, I mean, like maybe a couple that thought they were my girlfriends. I don't know. I don't know if I. I don't think I've only had like two that were like, oh, this is my girlfriend, right? Yeah. I've had like a month relationship, but like we weren't like exclusive. We were just like hanging out, doing whatever, sex. But no, I don't think it's tough. I don't. I think I just have commitment issues, man. I think I just like not that I'm a good-looking dude, but I have like a weird Kevin James syndrome where I'm a fat dude who thinks he can like have sex with like tens. Um, I probably can't. I probably can't. But in my mind, I think I'm better looking than I am. I have like a lot of confidence, but also I have no confidence at the same time. I probably, if someone ever, like a therapist, ever wrote a book on my mind, they probably win a lot of money or make a lot of money because my mind's pretty fucking crazy, dude. Like I'm a crazy dude. The more I like talk about myself and like do this podcast, the more I realize I might be like clinically insane. Because nothing makes sense to me anymore. It really doesn't. Like this whole life doesn't make any sense. Like the fact that we're like descendants of apes and we're on a planet that's moving just blows my mind. It doesn't make any sense to me. Um, like like as crazy as I think I am, the people that think that the Earth is flat even like blow my mind. Like, how do you think the Earth is flat? That's crazy. Like to me, if I like woke up tomorrow and I was like, "Oh, the Earth is flat," I would check myself into a hospital. So I'm sorry. You could believe whatever you want. You could believe whoever killed the Kennedys. You could believe aliens killed the Kennedys. You could believe the mafia killed Kennedy. You could believe Oswald definitely didn't kill Kennedy. He didn't. Um, he might have been involved, but there's no way that's so. But then again, that's so messy of a situation. The JFK assassination. It's almost like it had to be our government. Like our government are kind of like run by idiots. So like the fact that they screwed that all up makes sense. But then again, Kennedy had to go, man. He was just like fucking everything. He had his fucking whole body was breaking down. He's like getting us into a war with Cuba. So it's like, dude, you're like Caesar, man. Like I don't get like people why people are mad at like Mark Anthony and all Caesar's friends. It's like Caesar was like Hitler, and like they were like, oh, well, you got to go. I mean, it was a fucked up way to go, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Caesar wasn't that great of a guy, and then we're all like, oh yeah, the Ides of March, you know? Yeah, well, your friends are gonna turn on you. If you're Hitler. Like Hitler, people are trying to kill Hitler left and right, like they should have. Like everyone should. Like Hitler's not a great guy. Like two wrongs don't make a right. But it's also like, how are you gonna get mad at someone trying to kill Hitler? Like it's a bad thing to do, but like also Hitler's like maybe the worst person to ever live. Um, he was so bad that his whole family was like, "We'll never have children." That's how bad Hitler was. They're like, "Our genes are too bad that we can't have children." Um, I don't get, I don't get everyone's like, I don't know. It's still a messed up thing to do. To like, turning on Jesus is another like a weird thing. Like, yeah, that was bad, but I don't know. It's just like, how are you gonna get mad at the people that like, and they all stood around and stabbed him? Like, oh, that's a bad way to go, dude. Like there's not a lot of good ways to go, like dying in your sleep or like having a heart attack while you're banging like the hottest chick in the world. Maybe those are the ways to go. Then a heart attack, I don't know. My number one worst way to go, drowning. Drowning would be the worst for me. Because I mean, like I always talk about this, like fire is like sure it'll hurt for like 15 seconds, maybe a minute, but then you pass out. You got to pass out from pain. Drowning's like 3 minutes of pure hell because you think you might make it. Because I mean, a lot of people like almost drown a lot. I mean, I think I've almost drowned like 3 times in my life. Um, but then I like the best is when I get up and I'm like, oh, thank God, or thank the simulation, whatever, whoever. I don't know. What is? I just don't get this whole existence. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Like we're all on this earth and we all hate each other. Isn't that crazy? Like we're all. This is all an experience we're all sharing, really, and we just treat each other like shit. It's really bad. We should be better to each other, but it's like the weird situation is that we. Um, sorry, I gotta read this real quick. I don't know why I gotta read this real quick. Da, 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 da. Oh, sorry, but jury duty they freak me out. So I don't know, man. It's like just doesn't make any sense. Why people are so vicious to each other for no reason. It's a sad thing. It really like really depresses me that people are just mean to people for no reason. That's why I try to spread love and positivity, man. That's what I'm like. I've been looking for my purpose, but I think that's my purpose is to, uh, spread a little love, spread a little joy. I'm still using a little baby mic, little mic. I don't want to clip it on. It makes me feel weird. Um, Everything makes me feel weird. But be good to each other, man. I love people, man. I do. I really do. Even like people that are mean to me, like when I was in high school, like this bully like came over and like pushed me down just for no reason because I was a big fat freshman. And I got up and I pretended to be all mad and I walked over and I hugged him in like the middle of the little area, the freshman the senior hangout spot. Just gave him a big old tug. He thought I was gonna fight him. I don't really care. That's the joy I want to give people. Like you give me nothing but negative energy. I want to give you positive energy because I think I could change. I think I could change the world. Because you don't have to change the world all at once. You change the world with one little positive thing. It starts a little avalanche of positivity. Like if you're watching this video and I made your day, I made you laugh, you have a better mood and you go out and you could change someone else's life and then you change that person change. It's just a chain reaction. Like you don't get depressed like, oh, I'll never be able to change the world. Because that if you have that mentality, you'll never change the world. And will I change the world? Maybe not, but the people that watch this channel and laugh or get something out of it, they take that and they give it to someone else. You don't have to change the whole world all at once. It doesn't happen overnight. You know, and then sometimes just changing your outlook is enough. You know, just being a good, kind person and then raising good, kind people. I mean, eventually we'll take it all out. We'll have a positive outlook. Anyway, I love you guys. You guys are great. Uh, what else is there to talk about? Talk about serial killers loving jury duty. I really don't want to do jury duty. What if it's a murder case? I can't do it. And it's effed up that we have to like be on jury duties and like send someone to jail. Imagine if you were like on OJ's. Like, imagine if you were on like a big one, and then the person turned out to be innocent. I don't know if I could live with myself. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Anyway, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I don't know when this is going to drop. It kind of is up to YouTube and my loading schedule. Um, but I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. I love you guys. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. All the good stuff. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, drink of the week. Ooh, drink of the week. Let's drink to families. Love your family today. You know what? If you have someone in your life that you haven't talked to in a while, send them a "Hey, I love you" text, just randomly. Don't even explain it. Just tell them you love them. Tell them how you feel about them. Yeah. You just gotta love. You spread the love. And I say that, and then of course you know how this show ends with the end all be all. You know, fuck Hitler. All right. Till next week. Love you guys. Bye.